Hello everybody, I'm Tim Blair, and this is the Clay County Times-Democrat video web update for the final week of September 2018. Our video web updates are brought to you here on cctimesdemocrat.com with the good folks of Piggott State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and serving our region since back in 1930, and now with a location at Rector. Well, we actually come to you this week from the part of it being the industrial park here on the south edge of Piggott, part of which was devoted several years ago to Parks and Recreation, and we have a small skate park and lighted basketball goals. We have the two tennis courts and the swimming pool. Let's take a look at those facilities now. The tennis courts were finished in 1983. The swimming pool has been here since the late 70s, and the skateboard park and basketball goals were added several years ago here on the south edge of town to provide even more parks and recreation opportunities for the residents of Piggott. Well, we want to encourage you to pick up a print edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat. They're available across the region right now. A bit of bad news on the front page this week as we lost former state representative Richard Simmons passed away suddenly. We have the story on that. Also the loss of local businessman Eugene Mann, who lived not too far from here, and also Mr. Bobby Mitchell down at Rector with Mitchell Funeral Homes. All the information, the obituaries, all included except for Mr. Simmons in the paper. We do have the obituary for Richard Simmons available online and a complete write-up on that next week. Also in this week's paper we have a review of the golf cart ordinance that is now in effect here in the city of Piggott, and they are now licensing such vehicles. Details on that. And we also have more information on the Clay County Arts Council's Alice in Wonderland that was presented this past weekend down at the Rector Community Center. Now, when we came to you a couple of weeks ago and some last week, we showed you about the demolition of the Ed White Band Room at Piggott High School to make way for the Safe Room. Stopped by there a little while ago. Here's what it looks like now. You may have noticed the pile of brick. That is the brick that's being sold by the Band Boosters as a fundraiser, and you can contact members of the Band Booster if you would like to have a little piece of that Piggott High School history. Well, a couple of weeks ago, the Piggott Mohawks hosted the Rector Cougars here at Parker Field in the annual rivalry game, and we have some of the sights and sounds of the contest for you now. Tonight, the Rector Cougars are hosting the Salem Greyhounds at Tamarian Field. The Piggott Mohawks will be on the road at Harrisburg in a very, very key 3A3 conference game. We'll have all the details for you coming up in next week's edition of the CCTD. Also, in this week's edition, we encourage you to pick it up. Also have our annual Delta Harvest special publication included in there, no extra charge, feature on Pumpkin Hollow for folks in that. That's available in this week's print edition as well. And with that, we wrap up this week's edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat Video Web Update. We're brought to you here on cctimesdemocrat.com with the good folks of Piggott State Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and serving this region since back in 1930, and now with a location in Rector. Until next time, I'm Tim Blair reporting.